In every market, there's a hot market and a not market. It just depends on how you have conditioned your property and priced it to determine whether or not you're in either one, the hot one or the not one. And let me explain. You've been seeing some videos that I've been putting out talking about number one, that we're not tanking here in Northern Virginia. The market is not falling apart. But you've also seen me say that there's a shift in the market, and that doesn't mean that the market is going into a buyer's market. However, with that said, in every market, there's a hot market and a not market, and let's get into it. But before we do, if you like this channel, please like this video, and if you would, share the channel and share the video and subscribe. So for Alexandria, Arlington, and Falls Church City, what I call the Beltway areas, here's what's going on. There are properties flying off the shelf. They're taking like 8 days to sell. They're getting 104% of their asking price, and they make up 1/3 of the market. The average price all over Northern Virginia is about $904,000. So we're not talking chump change here for what buyers have to face when they're going out there. They will pay top dollar for a good looking house. However, in Arlington, the properties that are getting at list price makes up another 30% of the market, and they're taking 13 days to get an offer. Now, here's where the not market starts kicking in on every jurisdiction, and we'll get into Fairfax, Loudoun, and Prince William in just a second. In Arlington-Alexandria-Falls, Church City, the properties that are taking a lot longer to sell, they're taking 37 days to sell, and they're only getting 96 to 97% of their asking price because they're not conditioned and they're not trying to hit the price at the right spot. Fairfax County and Fairfax City, it's about the same type of thing, but the market is not as fragmented. 51% of all homes sold in the last 30 days from this video received over their asking price. That's 104% of the asking price, and they're only taking 7 days to sell. Now, those that got their asking price, which was 100%, that's another 25% that got their asking price in Fairfax County. So 76% of the properties that were on the market and went to closing in the last 30 days got their price or higher. Now, the ones that got 100%, they went off the market in 13 days. And again, here's the separation. Those that got under their list price, 24% of the marketplace, 1 out of 4 properties, they were on the market for 41 days on average, and they got 96.8 of their asking price. Do you get that? 104, 96. That is like an 8% difference. And when you're talking 8% on our average price home in this area, that is $72,000 difference. So don't play around with the condition of your property. Don't play around with the price. Prince William County, also 51% of those properties that are getting over list price are getting 103% selling in 7 days. Those getting their asking price took 19 days to sell, and that's 29% of the market. So that's what, 70, 80% of the market's getting at or above asking price in Prince William County. And so if you're saying that the asking price in Prince William County is about $800,000, you can see that's about $24,000 to $30,000 less than what you would get. Loudoun County, one of the more expensive areas in our market. Now, this is interesting. Of the ones getting over asking price, they have the shortest time on the market. It's 6 days. That makes up 45% of the market that are getting 104% of their asking price. The ones getting their asking price are selling in 19 days, and that's 29% of the market. So 74% of the market is getting at or above. But then when you're putzing around and not doing what you need to do in Loudoun County, you're getting 97% of your asking price, and it's taking 47 days to sell. Now, let me tell you something about the buyers right now. They are not bottom feeding, but we're having a distinct change in how many are coming out to look at properties because they feel like there's a lot of homes out there that are not conditioned and worth the value. They are actually seeking for a good value. They will pay top dollar for good value. But if you've got worn carpet, you got a dated kitchen, it's like 10 or 15 years old, you have a dated bath, and you've got an attitude, well, I'll let them fix it. Well, you're asking for $900,000. And so you need to put some money in there to draw those buyers out. And when you talk about I can't do it. I can't afford 50,000 to fix up my house. We have really good contractors that will do the work, and they will also delay payment till closing, so you can take advantage of that. And of course, without saying, but I do run into it, you got to declutter, get yourself a storage unit and get all that stuff out of there now instead of after you get on the market.